With each passing day, the images generated by artificial intelligence are better. Thanks to this, we can meet characters created by artificial intelligence already known on this channel, such as the case of Michaela, who has millions of followers on TikTok and Instagram. Like Sophia Arctic, who has all her images created by artificial intelligence, just like other influencers like Aitana Lopez or Maya Lima. Part of the success of these influencers may be due to innovation and being the first. Do this. But what if I told you that we can improve it by innovating ourselves? Well, that is exactly what we will be seeing in today's video, and for this we will be creating an influencer in different poses, so that we can add accessories, put clothes generated by artificial intelligence or specific garments that already exist, have videos recorded, or even that dance. And we will be doing all this with totally free tools. Sounds good? So let's see how to do it. As a first step, we will be creating our influencer through an artificial intelligence already known on this channel that allows us to create consistent characters. Although, in this tutorial, we will see other additional functionalities that allow us to modify his pose, add accessories, or even change his clothes from the same platform. And all this is possible thanks to the Focus platform. She is this platform here. Before continuing, I remind you that you will have all the links and information below in the description, and once you land on the first link, you will see this page, which is the one that will allow us to access the platform. To be able to do this, the first thing we would have to do would be to connect here, and once connected, we would give the play that we have here. We click and select Run Anyway, and now I will start downloading and processing all the files necessary to be able to use this program. And once loaded, if we swipe down, we are going to find one URL that is called public URL. We give it a click and we would land on the platform that we need to do this from here. Keep in mind that simply describing in this part the characteristics that you want the character you are going to create to have, you would simply have to generate it and you would automatically obtain a photo like the one you will be seeing now that it is from the previous tutorial. But if you want to know this part in more detail, I am going to leave you this video here where they teach you how to do it step by step, along with making our influencer be in other locations such as in the mountains, in a car, or even on the beach. Although here we are going to be delving into other functions that are very interesting that we did not see in the other tutorial. The first of them is that make our influencer be in a specific position. For this, we would click on Input Image, and now we would go to the second option. From here we enable the advanced options below, and now from here we would load our influencer that we have generated through artificial sentencia, or a photo that we have, or even through another platform. So I'm going to give you a click here, and I'm going to select this image from here that we were creating in the tutorial that I just recommended. So I open it, and now here I am going to upload a second image with the pose of a person that we want our influencer to have for it. Normally we click, and I'm going to be taking this one that I downloaded from the Excel tool that is copyright free. So I open it up, and now here what we're going to do is kind of face swap. That is, we are going to put our influencer's face in this image here where we have this pose, although it may also be that the image is modified a little, something that is great for us to make it more original. To do this on the image of our influencer, we would click on face swap since it is the face we want to keep, and on the second image we select the second option. It's called Pirakan, and once we have this selected, we will give it to generate. I will start downloading what is necessary to execute this model, and here as you are seeing, it is already starting to process this image where we are going to see the remaining steps to get the final image we are looking for. Perfect. And we will have this first option here. Keep in mind that it will automatically generate two alternatives, and if we click on this first, we can see what a mixture between the two makes. That is, we have characteristics of our influencer having this pink hair and this hairstyle, although the pose is from this second image here. If we see the second alternative, then something similar happens, although as you can see the background has changed slightly as well as the clothes here. What I recommend is that the more similar the model to which we are going to replicate the pose is, the better consistency it will have with our model. And even one of the things you could do would be to download one of the images from here, such as this one from here. Simply selecting it here, and once you have it on the device, what you could do is delete this image here and upload the other one that you just downloaded, and you are working to make the result even more similar, and so that you are not left in doubt. I just did it, and as you can see here, it is much more similar, especially this one here. Keep in mind that here it is also key that you are modifying the parameters here to give more weight to one image over another, so that it respects our influencer more. But so you can see some other examples with other poses, here I have prepared 4 more for you. And knowing this, keep in mind that from this same platform we can also change clothes and accessories as I told you before. To do that, we will simply click on in paint or out paint, and now here we would select the image that we want to modify, and in this case I will use this image from here that you have seen before. So I take it and drag it here, and now we would simply have to draw that area where we want to add or change something. For example, if I wanted to add a necklace here, I would draw it here, and where it says method we give it a click, and we will click on modify content, since as it says here we can add objects, change the background among other things. Yes, we give it a click, and now we could write our prompt here. In my case we would give a necklace to generate perfect, and here we would have already processed these two images from here, that as we can see you have added a necklace exactly where we have drawn it. In my case, since I made it a little thicker, you have added this one here that also looks a little like a dog's leash. And as a second alternative, we would have this other one from here that would be in the area we have told you. Beyond being able to add accessories such as sunglasses, rings, etc., we could also change her clothes completely. For that we would be doing exactly the same thing. Here we would select the entire area of the garment that we are going to want to modify. Also keep in mind that from here you will be able to modify the thickness, and once we have it selected, I am going to change your blue t-shirt to, for example, a red dress. I give it generate perfect, and here we would have the first result, and if we give it a click, the truth is spectacular, because I have interpreted this entire area here by artificial intelligence, and I have added to this red dress just as we have asked. And here I have just processed this second dress that has another design, but that I have really interpreted perfectly. Just what we are asking you from here. Also keep in mind that if you select the entire part of the background and describe it a little, you will also be able to have our influencer with other clothes that fit better in a specific location where we want to put it. And in this way we would have more content. But here, before finishing with this first block, as you are seeing, you can put clothes that we describe and artificial intelligence creates it, but perhaps we want to put specific clothes on it, and for this we have the next block. And now they are showing you another model that will allow us to put specific clothes on our influencer. Something that you could also use if you have a clothing store, or even to offer it as a service to one e-commerce. And this is possible thanks to the Outfit Anyone model, which is this model here. And as we can see, it is a very simple platform from this side. What we are going to be able to do is choose one of the models that we want to put the clothes on. And we even also have male models and other pages with other models here, although for this first example, I am going to stay with the model that appeared to us, and now we are going to be able to add clothes at the top and bottom, or a long dress. That is to say, if I select this dress from here, if I give it to run, I will automatically start processing to be able to put this dress on this model, and after approximately 10 seconds we would already have it processed here, which as you can see here is great since we have this dress on this model and it fits perfectly, preventing it from being a copy and paste. It's poorly made. In addition to this, as I told you before, you can also choose a top such as this shirt here, and for the bottom, because we could put these jeans here, we would give it to Ram, and here we would have it, and as you can see it works great. Here you are seeing that I am using clothes that come from here, but keep in mind that you will be able to upload any garment, that is if I remove this and at the top, and now he would like to put another sweatshirt, such as for example this green sweatshirt that I downloaded from an online store. When I open it, you can see who uploaded it to us here like this, and that we just give it to Ram. And here we would have our model with this green Nike sweatshirt that, if you notice in all the details, it really makes it great since this sweatshirt is long sleeved. But look at how the artificial intelligence has acted as if the Czech woman had rolled up her sleeves a little, so she imagines for a moment the possibilities of this. From putting those latest models on trend that you have to whether you have a business or simply want to make an affiliation model where you earn commissions for selling a product, you could simply take that garment, put it on a model, and will artificial intelligence be doing that kind of thing now? To finish, I'm going to put this garment from here. I will open it, and here, since it is a long dress, we would not need to select anything at the bottom, although if we add it, it will also be put. I'm going to leave it like this, and I'm going to give Ra perfect, and we'll have her here with that dress. But now I'm going to ask you a question. Leave me in the comments if you see it in black and blue, or if on the contrary you see it white and gold. Since depending on the person, this dress looks one color or another, and something you can ask yourself is, how do I select the character we have? previously, since from here they don't let us upload to a different model, but that is as easy as taking one of the models, putting on the garment we want for our influencer. We would download it from here, and once we have it on our device, we would follow exactly the steps that we have seen in block number 1, since we would simply have to take the model and do a face swap of the character that we have created by artificial intelligence in the previous platform. Okay, with all this, we have already seen how we can create our influencer with different poses, accessories, and clothes. But now let's make her dance, and if you have heard correctly, because now there are artificial intelligence models that are responsible for passing one image to another, where the person is dancing the specific movements that we tell him. And this is possible thanks to the Animate model. Anyone who is this platform here, as you can see, is also very easy to use because we only have 2 options. Here we would put the reference image that we want him to dance. In this case, I am going to use the last image that I have downloaded from the previous model that we put this dress on here, and now here we would choose a video where the movements that we want her to make appear. Also keep in mind that we could do it by recording ourselves on the webcam or directly by taking one of these examples. Here, as an example, I'm gonna take this second one from here. What would this move you're making right now have? Right here, the example took the reference image, so I deleted and dragged the image of our model again, and now it would be as easy as clicking the anime button. And here we would have the result that if I click. As you can see, it is a very short video. In fact, it does not even reach 1 second, and this is because by default, these values appear at a minimum. But if we made these values a little longer, especially the length part of the video, then automatically instead of 0 seconds here, we would have about 2 seconds. If I give it play, well, you can see that here we have a longer movement. Then here just keep in mind that the longer the video is, the longer it will take you to process this video. And so you can see some examples more. Here are 3 more. Something that you should also take into account about this platform is that perhaps the face will deform a little, but if this happens to you, don't worry, since there are ways to fix this, and I will also be telling you in the next and last block where we will simulate that our influencer acts as if she is recording a video. We are ending with one of the last platforms that you loved in my last video that I uploaded, since it is a tool that allows us to create videos unlimited and for free, at least today. And this is none other than Pixbirds, which is this platform here. I will be doing the steps quite quickly since you are going to have this other video from here where we have already seen them in detail with all their functionalities. But in our case, what we are going to do is to animate one of our influencers' images. So to do this, we are going to give create and select the image option. Shall we upload an image? And now we would select any of them, such as here we give it to open, and now we are going to give it to create. And as I mentioned in the video that I have recommended to you, here we are going to be able to make up to 4 videos simultaneously. So I'm going to upload another image such as this other one here that we have already been using. Yes, I give it to open and I give it to create too. And while the latter is generated, we would already have our video here, which is usually about 4 seconds long, where we see as if he started to smile more and more and a camera was approaching. What if we go back? Here we would already have the other video. So I'm going to click on it. As you can see, here it appears as if he were moving his hand, and here again our face can be deformed a little. Although from this platform you will be able to raise the quality of this video to 14K, but I already talked about this in the video that I recommended before. Also, keep in mind that if you have any videos that you like, you would simply hit this download button from here and you would automatically have it on your device. And once you have it on your device, what you can do is improve that result, since if the face deforms a little, you will be able to continue doing a face swap in videos in a very similar way to how we have done in the images. But I have also told you about this platform in detail and this other video here where we were creating other influencers using artificial intelligence through another method with which you could also put the face of your influencer. Which one? I want another video you already have. Furthermore, beyond all these appearances that we have seen throughout this video, by changing the pose of accessories and clothing in image format and adding movements in video format, you could also make your influencer say specifically what you want.